Marhaba. Wrong beginning, I guess. I started like life coaching session. Okay, this is the English conversation session. Hello again in another session of the English Conversation Circle, which is part of the Circles program from Out&About Group. Out&About is a social development group that aims at building a society based on 5 universal values. It's been a while since I facilitated the English conversation session.
Did you forget your English?
And promotes the concept of the global citizen, which is a human being treating a human being as a human being. Normally, Dr. Muhammad facilitates this session, but this week I will be the facilitator. So we will go into what would you like to discuss. This is my normal way of facilitating this session. Actually, today I was in Abdali, and I had an appointment in one of the offices there. And while I was there, a policeman on a motorcycle activating the siren. We were on the traffic lights, so I didn't know what was really going on. I thought it was an accident or something like that. Then I parked my car, and suddenly, now the what do you call them? Emergency car came in. The firefighters came in. Ambulances, yes. And I looked, and then I saw this huge smoke coming out just a little bit further than the restaurant Salah al-Din. So I went on live right away, and I started walking a little bit towards the action. And suddenly I found flames, huge flames in that street. Now with the flames and with the smoke that is extremely obvious to everybody, the traffic kept on going down that way, the way where the fire was. The police didn't do the blockage yet, but common sense, curiosity, you would park your car, for example, and watch from a distance. But while there is fire, you would go with your car in it to the fire out of curiosity?
Yeah, this is curiosity. This is your day. This is normal.
That was amazing. And then some of the people who actually tried to move away and turn around, they started not bumping into each other, but actually there were going to be a few accidents there. And one of them just got really panicked and went over the, what do you call them, the things in the middle of the street.
Barrier.
The street barrier. The aisle in the, on the aisle. They started jumping on the aisle. Amazing stuff. And a huge touristic tour bus, okay, insisted in going into the fire.
There's no another road?
There is. You can turn around.
Only to see?
I don't know why.
Kind of adventure.
No, I guess this is their way, and they want to stay on their way. This is where I'm heading. This is where I'm heading. I'm going.
Maybe he's
Fire.
programmed.
There is no fire. I don't know.
He will not change his mind.
I guess because I'm from Switzerland, exactly from. Yazan, I have no clue what you're trying to say, but I think it was a joke. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe he just hear the last joke.
No, I can't even read. It's in Arabic. I can't speak Arabic in Arabic. Now I got you. Okay. So, what would you like to talk about today? Bassem? Bassem.
Have to go.
I know. But for the session thingies, if you're not attending, please don't pay them. Please. Please.
شبه زي Toastmaster.
But you attend the Toastmaster. This is the whole point.
If I attended 5 minutes there, I would pay.
But you didn't even finish any minute here. Please, Basim, please. Basim.
خلص.
Okay, so what would you like to talk about?
Oh. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't know I'm coming, so I have no idea.
No worries. I just told you about my adventure today, going live from Abdeli. Your reporter. Actually, some of the comments told me, Rami, stop. Be careful of the live streaming because some people might get angry and get their anger on you. And they were right because in these situations, people in their cars are panicked and they would think that I'm actually taking shots exactly at them. So yeah, they're right. You have to be careful in these situations. So what adventure did you go through today?
Yeah, I have an adventure. I was on the Social Security building
Okay.
to have some papers. So when I was there, the employee, she was out of her office and she take the key with her. So everybody waiting for this one, and nobody on no management, and nobody can enter
The office.
the office. And we still waiting here for 1 hour, and she said just 5 minutes. And we still waiting for 1 hour. So she came and we have our papers. And that's normal. This is adventure.
Business as usual. Business as usual.
adventure
I just take off for 1 hour, close my office. No one can do anything. People are waiting. That's fine. No problem. Because this is usual, everyday thinking. Interesting.
I didn't know that that's the adventure. I thought the adventure is that she closed the office and went while you were inside.
No.
Because that would be the adventure.
The adventure.
You know,
to
if the
wait.
guard of
Yeah.
the building decided to just go for a coffee.
Sometimes you wait because there is a lot of people. Was not a lot of people. There is one employer to do that thing.
Only one.
Only one. And she went out of
And she has the keys.
Yeah, she has the keys, and she went out of the building.
Actually, we used to do that.
She
but
goes
in
to bank
school.
and the chair, no, I was in the bank. I just thought I leave just 5 minutes, and she leave for 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's an adventure.
She forgot the 1 hour.
Yeah. Yes. So,
We used to do that in the school, actually. It was a new school, and they had in each class to give one student a key of the class. So, because it was the first year of the school, private school, so everyone was taking good care of everything. So we have the key, so everything must stay clean and neat there and organized. So we close the door, and this guy comes in the morning and opens it. So we thought this was a chance for us to do something, because when we go for sports or something, we also close the door and we go. So one day we decided to just close the door during the school when the teacher is late a little bit, and walk in a line out of the school. And nobody would pay attention because we are walking in a line. and we just all go home. And nobody would pay attention until the next day we come and they were like, where were you? We went home, there was nobody, and everybody starts being suspicious of themselves, the teacher. Like, I saw you with someone, I think. Who let you go home?
we were in the line.
Yeah, when you're in the line, nobody says anything. Do you? If you see
It's a good idea. I will try to do it.
nobody, you would
If
never
I
suspect
didn't.
they're by themselves if they're in a line.
No, in our schools nowadays, even if you were with them, they won't walk in a line.
You will be suspicious if they were in alive. What's wrong with them?
Unless you carry a gun, so they will stay in the line.
The other day I saw a school bus from Collège de la Salle, Frère. This is where I graduated from. And that school bus had both male and female in the bus. That was a very strange view for me because our school was all boys.
Oh.
Collège de la Salle, it was all boys. And now seeing our school is mixed, it's really strange.
You want to return the
It's not. No, it's not. It's not within the vision of the school. The brand of the school doesn't fit. So, adventures today.
I had no adventures today.
What's very name?
That would be an adventure actually.
Okay.
To have someone come into the pharmacy with a very very interesting
Tense
question.
Situation.
Asking for a drug.
I think that's usual, right?
Yeah,
That's usual.
That's why he's
That's
laughing.
not an adventure. That's the usual day to day.
This is at night mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they remember later. When the party starts, they remember.
No, in the pharmacy now I have this situation, the discount stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
do you have discounts for doctors? I think yeah, 15% or something.
Yeah, no, it's according to us. It's here, it's done, but I can tell you I don't make discount. Yeah, but that's the issue here.
If I ask
must
for
say-
this,
yeah,
discount?
people keep asking for a discount, and I'm tired. No discount. The law says no discount. That's the issue. You want-
That's the normal question. Even if you discounted, I mean, you have a discount of 30%,
Yeah, we
let's say,
have. Yeah.
and they would come and ask for, do you still
Another
have
after.
another discount? That's normal for everybody. I'm
until
special.
it is
Yeah, we do discounts.
Okay. Yazan. Yes. Finally, I saw you, Rami, laughing. I always laugh, Yazan. Who is that who laughing in Arabic? Masal khair, Rami. Yes, Noor. How are you? Yazan. Okay. Okay, lovely stuff.
People are talking to each other on the comments. I'm not included in this conversation. Okay. What are the things that occupy each of our minds this time? Every period of time, one part of our life has priority and brings to the front line of our mind the issues of that area, and it needs our immediate attention. Sometimes we give that immediate attention, and sometimes we don't. Okay? We either put them under the carpet, we postpone them because we don't want to deal with them, but every period of time, something comes to the front, okay, that needs our immediate attention and is shouting at us. Please give me some attention. An area of life.
Food. No?
I love what you think.
all the time.
I was trying to be deep.
I thought about. Sorry, I'm a
Yeah.
little bit hungry. It's trying to become.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
trying to concentrate with you,
Yes.
but my hunger part of the brain is like no.
It's a priority.
There's food. It's more important.
Actually, this is exactly what happens to us.
Yeah.
This is related to our needs. This is what our need, how our needs, our personal needs
Physiological needs.
do to us. The classical example. This is what we do when we give examples in the ID code
I remember.
session. Yes, you took it. Yeah. We always give the example of food because it's the most obvious one. It's the most obvious need, and it's a classical example. And like food, other stuff really magnetize our lives and want to take us from whatever we're doing to give that part attention.
Yeah, I remember the example.
Yes.
That said, I never want to forget what you said. Maybe we can work and you have to eat now. So you stop working. And the power of this need makes you eat anything. You don't want to make choices. You only want to eat because you are too hungry to complete what you are doing in your day. Right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what happened to me today.
Okay.
I went back home, very tired, just want to sleep. I took a small bath and went into the bedroom. Tried to sleep another another time. Once more, I'm closing my eyes. I'm trying to make my mind off, but my stomach is not off. So something tells me that you don't have to sleep right now until you have something to eat.
Yes.
So I got to the kitchen and prepared something to eat and went back and I slept. I had my nap.
Okay. Here you go.
The need was
Simply,
powerful
yes.
than
So exactly.
And this is how things happen in all our life areas.
something there's some I think that's probably but you get attention unless it's with on words like our health sometimes.
Yes.
So sometimes we things happen and distract us from our health. Then at sudden, oh, our weight are increased. Oh, we have some problems in cholesterol and another thing. So sometimes, yeah, you didn't make the balance between issues. So at once you have this big problem, but it was not at once.
Yes.
It was gradual.
There were signs
There
before.
were signs before, and many signs.
Yes.
And most of our life have signs, but we ignore it.
Exactly.
Most of the time. But when it's with words, oh, everything happens together. Not everything happens together. Because
They
you
were
know-
in sequence. You
Yeah.
put them together. Actually, 15 years ago, about 15 years ago.
How was your age?
Really good. Rami Ahoud talking with me. Wait the other wait the other people speaking. Tell her to make attention.
Who's that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Yazan. Thank you. He's asking me.
He's the one and one.
Yes, the one.
I called him the one and one.
Ah,
All the
okay.
time.
So yes, and your nickname now is Warad Dawali. 15 years ago, I had this thought that I should take give more attention to my dental health. Okay, and I should go to the dentist every 6 months. Rami, come on. You're an educated person who knows best. You should do that. So I went to the dentist. Is there anything wrong? I said, no, there's nothing wrong. I just want a general cleanup. Okay, so he started doing what he does. And then suddenly he asked me this question. That tooth, what do you call them in English?
Wisdom tooth?
The wisdom tooth, yes. They're not giving you any pain? And I said, no. Why? Should they? He said, no, I'm just surprised that they're still there. I said, well, they are. They're still there. So we finished. I went out, went home. I just got home, and suddenly the wisdom tooth started shooting up. And I couldn't sleep. I was shouting out of pain. It was huge pain. I called him at 10 p.m. What did you do? So he said, come to me tomorrow. I went. Tomorrow was a Friday, and I made him open the clinic. And it turned out to be a huge operation in crafting my bones. I mean, and after that whole deal, I stopped going to the dentist.
When you do checkups.
I said to myself, yes, I am educated, yes, and because I am educated, I should learn from my mistakes.
It's a good point of view, yes.
So I never entered a dentist clinic since that time.
13 years ago?
15.
15.
About 15. That was around 2002, something like that.
Oh, that was.
Yes, 2002, 2003, yes.
I still feel it wasn't 15 years ago.
Max
Wow.
10 years tops.
Well, yeah, we're 2018.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Really? It's 15.
Wow.
I was waiting for you to say 19,
Uh,
90 something. You're 2002. Or something like that.
Time is passing
So a few months back,
fast.
I always had a sensitive gum. So I used a specific toothpaste to cover that. And suddenly there was some pain that was consistent. I ignored it. No, I don't have any pain. It will go away. So every few weeks it would come back. First it started with the cold stuff.
Yeah.
Only the cold stuff. So I stopped taking the cold stuff. Even the water, I would heat the water in the microwave and drink heated water. No. Then later on, it became the hot things.
Stop taking hot things.
But he can't stop drinking coffee.
Exactly. But the coffee was fine. The tea was an issue, but the coffee was fine.
Because he's sitting.
Yes, yes. Until the day coffee became a problem.
Oh.
Okay.
And this is when this is an emergency.
Sure. Sure.
So I told Dalia and Amir, we were going out of the sports day one day, and I told them the pain is shooting up. And Dalia told me, well, I'm going to the dentist. Why don't you? No, she told me about a dentist. And I said, no, I'm not going anywhere. The following day, she told me, I have an appointment. Why don't you join me in the appointment? And I said, no.
If I were there, I would take you from my hand.
Now 3 days, the pain is continuous. And I said, no, I shouldn't. I mean, something should be done.
You deserve it.
On the same,
15 years.
It's insisting, so you have to do it.
I tried to ignore. Maybe it will pass.
No.
So on that same day, I called up Dalia and told her, I guess, when are you going? She told me the time, and I said, okay, I'll finish up and join you at that appointment. So I went in with this very, how do you call it, detective-like eyes. Is he good? Is he going to do an operation now? So he did something temporary. He said, let's check this out and get back to me 1 week later. And it turned out to be something simple-ish. Okay? The first day, he told me the first 2 days, you will have a little bit of pain, and then it should go. If it rises up, then we need to do something else. We need to do something else was the flag. This is what happened 15 years ago. So the first day, yes, pain. The second day, yes, pain. The third day, no pain, just the tooth had a pain, not the whole gum. And then it disappeared. And I said, wow. And it was a 5-minute thing. So I went with carriage now the next week, the following week.
So you went for
Yes, it wasn't a follow-up. That was a temporary, what do you call it?
plump.
Yes. And then he wanted to do the permanent. I mean, if everything is okay, he would do the permanent thing. So we went into the permanent thing, and it was all fine, and now I can eat,
So
drink.
simple.
It-
Why are you generalizing?
I don't know, it was a trauma for me.
In this hobby.
Exactly, because it was huge. I mean, what they did to me in that time, it was amazing.
The wisdom tooth is very painful.
I think
It's not the wisdom tooth alone. They
bone.
were doing artwork in my bones. I think there is a statue there.
I think if you are afraid of things, they would happen.
Yeah.
So last month I was monitoring my car. I keep saying, now it's a year. I didn't do any maintenance. A year and a
Same
half.
thing with the teeth.
So I'm afraid of let's say, being broke down and at a sudden, so I couldn't do anything. So I started to go to the mechanics, and it needs so and so and so. I paid all the supposed maintenance in 1 week.
1 year of maintenance in 1 week, huh?
Exactly. Yes.
Things that take our attention and crave for our attention. This is how what life does in our priorities. Actually, as you said, it gives signs that now it is time to give that thing in our life a priority.
When the bank calls you.
That's a sign. That's a big sign.
That's a calling. That's a calling from above. Okay, Yazan is shouting my name. I don't know why. Can I smoke in the class? No.
I think Kevin has nothing to do, so he's in the session with us.
Actually, a few minutes ago, the nearby Facebook, actually I caught you, Yazan, the nearby on Facebook, he was in the area. About, I don't know, 18 kilometers or something.
18?
Ah.
That's far, I think.
Actually, Facebook is crazy in those things. He got me someone on my contact list 2 minutes ago on the nearby, 2,000 kilometers away in United Arab Emirates. Why would I need to know this nearby information? 2,000 kilometers away.
I turned off the location for the Facebook.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Send him a message.
Tell him to come by. It's crazy if you allow the location to see your location. It starts, I've noticed it, when you meet like 2 times with people, they just you get them as suggested people.
Yes.
Immediately. That's, I think.
Because you have their number, so the
Not
contact
necessarily.
the contact is synced with the Facebook.
Sometimes people who
Just meet
you just
without.
maybe not meet, just in the same place, or
If you
like
have the
many
location.
times.
If you have the location, maybe.
Yeah, if
Yes,
you have the
if
location.
you have the location
If you
on,
have
yes.
like, for example, we come here every Tuesday, and 2 Tuesdays, other people come and sit there, and maybe one of them would be suggested for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
add as a friend, and that's crazy.
It's
I
a
don't
network.
like it.
I think it's a network. If I have your phone number, which is attached to the Facebook, and you have a friend, so I don't know that friend of you, so it would suggest this friend of you to me. People you may know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Privacy in Facebook.
It's bad. I think.
It's bad, yeah.
There
I
is no
tried
privacy.
to deactivate my Facebook account, and I'm still
You do this.
doubt the old account. I started another account without having phone number, but it is still suggesting friends from the other account.
Another account, yeah.
So I went back to the root. I changed my email. I made another new email with different data, but it's still insisting.
Yeah, because
So
it's
I
the same
do
phone.
not.
The same IP address.
The same IP address, yeah.
Exactly. So I have to throw up
have to
everything,
move.
everything,
Yeah.
just to be, just um, to get back your privacy.
Yeah.
So technology nowadays is very is disastrous. You cannot hide anything. You cannot hide yourself anymore.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go to the event and you are still thinking, you are interested in event, but just you will not forget it. So you interested, and somebody told me in the message, you interested in this event, so this is near to us, or and I'm just interested. I didn't think about it. I'm just to save. So sometimes, especially events and things, you are comments on
Yeah, that's
pages
been-
on
You stop commenting.
commenting.
I
Yeah,
maximum
of
like
everyone.
something. If I like something because I really like it, I can't
I
help
think it-
not to like it. But usually no action now because it's annoying. Like
I think it is
What?
one of.
But
one of-
I didn't understand what you comment on an event or
Or
you say
anything.
you're interested. What happens?
When
it,
you are-
it shows me.
shows
example,
for all
her-
my friends.
Yeah.
that
that I
she's
am interested in
this.
Exactly.
Actually, you can play with the privacy.
No,
No.
there is no option.
I
There's
did
no-
everything.
There is no
this
option
and-
for this.
Yeah, and
I
the
commented.
comment. The comment. If you comment on something or like it, it will show other people, your friends. Rami commented, and there's this thing on the right on Facebook, like who commented.
Rami
on
went
what.
Yes.
on live.
It's hit
So-
since they make it. Since they made it for me, I never see it because I don't like to see what people are commenting. Especially when you find that you have a stupid friend who's commenting number 2, for a photo to show something or to hide the cat. And you're just like, I don't want to see that.
But I think Dalia, privacy on commenting, there is privacy for comments. Who sees your comments?
Sometimes
Especially out
it's
and about, because general
confusing.
group. Sometimes I
It
get
is
comments.
confusing.
But
Too
for close
much
group,
functions
yeah,
you
I
have to
comment.
deal with. Too many functions you have to deal with.
Yeah, true.
So it gets you confused when you are using these or dealing with these functions of the general security, whatever.
And you can't find it.
Too many.
I looked for it. I asked Facebook, I sent them an email. Asking them if there is an option and if they could show me how to get to it through this labyrinth. And they told me no.
No option.
No option for?
Hiding what you're commenting from other people. If you comment something,
Yeah.
it will publish it to all your friends that you are commenting on this public page this day,
Yeah.
on this post. And it's crazy. Like why?
Because it's public.
Because of that, I like it close.
I think
closely.
I think Facebook and Google are working together. Yes, I have heard that Google is somehow connected to the Facebook or with Facebook, and they are let's say collecting any piece of data that you use, any piece, anything, any word you type, any kind of search you do. Just like Facebook, when you like a page, they save it. Not on your name or supposed name or nickname or whatever, or your email, but they save it as just you have said on
Your
your
IP
IP address. So
Or device also. IP
Exactly.
address and device's address also.
exactly. So they save everything about you. They start to analyze these data and sending you as a matter of advertising or marketing. They start to send you things that suit you or it's let's say in the circle of your interest.
Yeah.
Yes.
just to
This happens, and as you said, this happened when WhatsApp purchased Facebook, I think. WhatsApp purchased
No, the other way around.
the other way. The one who's in Facebook purchased WhatsApp.
Yes.
So there is a connection. So if you are talking with your friend about sunglasses, maybe on WhatsApp, the advertisement will show on Facebook, but it has an option. I put it off on WhatsApp, so you can. There's no connection to do. No connection between us.
Ah,
So
okay.
I go it off. So now
if it is off on the WhatsApp, you will do it. You find it on the Facebook. So it's the same.
Especially if
You
you're
cannot escape this.
if you're using your computer or even from mobile. Once you agree to Facebook's policy of license
Agreement.
agreement,
License agreement.
you will you agree. Actually, it shows there that you agree of them to see what other sites you are visiting while you're keeping Facebook open.
Yes.
So they are seeing everything you open in your browser, and the other way around. Google is seeing what, and many actually speak about the fact that your microphone is also helping with this, even when you're not doing anything.
The microphone is still no.
Yes.
Yeah, still no, but some people showed like experiments with talking about something or putting their phone without opening anything just next to the TV with a Spanish channel and just wait for Spanish advertisements to come to you.
Oh.
And maybe they will. And some people say it worked.
I had
okay.
this experience. I
even that
keep.
you have the location off.
It's not okay, it's just the phone standing there. So you're not opening no Facebook, nothing.
I
Because
have
it's,
this.
also in the policy, maybe. You don't
I
read
keep
it.
playing games, some kind of strategic games. So each new game, they give me an alert.
Yeah.
Each new game, I have this advertisement on my Facebook page.
Mhm.
Even though I didn't pay attention to this one, so they keep sending this advertisement into your page.
Okay, Muhammad says there is lots of privacy on Facebook you can use and can manage. Yes, Google belongs to Facebook, and then continues. Sorry, my mistake. Was a plan from Facebook to buy Google. Yeah, it's hard now for one to buy another because
It's two different
too
worlds.
different and too huge for anybody to buy.
Nobody can buy anything.
Yazan says you can manage all your information on Facebook from privacy.
Not all. Not
Not
all.
all of them.
Not all?
Not the comment.
Not the comments and not the events.
Ah, okay.
And likes also.
Yeah,
If
and
you
You
like
don't have to
something.
comment
for sure.
about
Even
stuff.
Yahoo,
About-
Yahoo
yeah. Out and
started
about
this
is
process.
publicly too.
Yeah.
So when you are commenting
When you
or
when you are
posting,
logging
all
on
business says.
another device,
Yeah, it's publicly
they
too.
ask
It's not
your
closed.
agreement from your phone book, from your phone, mobile phone, to agree that
it
you
from,
access your email
your family.
on
Yes,
the
your
computer.
email, your contact
You will
info.
see
is-
your
So
comments.
there's a connection between your mobile phone and your computer and your phone number. So there is no way to escape from it.
Yeah, but Yahoo, like, I wouldn't trust them with anything. Like, I wouldn't wait. Like, you know about
Do
the
not-
scandal that happened
Yeah.
last year. They admitted that they, like, how many it was
Yahoo
accounts?
or,
Yahoo. It was like millions of accounts. They admitted that they were hacked.
Wow.
And they had this. It was official, and they said that they had a security flaw, and they had like almost half of the accounts. They just lost them. Like not lost them, but other people had access to them. And after that, I never opened even the homepage. Like, never. I don't trust them.
Well, all that media is all those not medium, the mediums, not media. To trust them is a really risky issue. So we play with them and use them according to what we think is normal for us. For example, I don't care about my security issues because I'm not a public figure, and I don't care about those things that they do or they show.
all over the place, and I don't care if they know where I am. Personally, this is because where I am, where I'm going, is not really a secret. So for me, it's fine. So I use them according to my own preferences. So what I think is fine with me. Muhannad is accusing me that I'm tired and sleepy. I'm not. I'm just listening. Melanie, there is no privacy on the net no matter what. You just make it harder to other to access, but they will.
Yes,
Wow.
Eventually they will, yes.
She's a real stalker. But yeah, if somebody wants to access or find something,
They have all the information.
you tried Googling yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many
Yes.
and you find your photos, you find
LinkedIn,
everything.
LinkedIn profile and Facebook profile, Instagram profile, all in Google.
Yeah.
But you can.
But you can switch them off.
Yeah, I do this.
Even if you switch them off, you can find
How?
Especially if you Google like your name with what do you call them, like the quote marks, with the quote marks, so it will be exactly the same, only these 2 words or 3 words, or your email. You would be surprised even if you turned everything off of what you can find. I found stuff that I
but
forgot
when I
about,
stopped, yeah.
like, or stuff I didn't know it was public. I googled it. I was like, okay, that's a photo of me. How?
Yeah.
You
How
go
can
to a
I
site
delete
that you
it?
don't know.
How can I delete this photo?
So it depends. Where is it?
On the Google.
You
No, on which
I
site?
have on Facebook, LinkedIn,
something on
on
Facebook.
the YouTube.
You can do something in Facebook, which is stop searching from other ends.
Yeah.
It's in privacy.
Yeah.
So I do this off. So in then my Facebook profile will not be shown, but LinkedIn still. I did find it.
I removed my application, Instagram and LinkedIn, and my profile is still there. I think I still have Instagram. I don't,
Wow.
because I
Yes.
didn't deleted my profile. I only
No,
deleted
I
the-
deactivated
You delete
it.
the app, but you didn't delete the
No,
profile.
I deactivated it from the website of Instagram. You have to access to the if you want to deactivate the Instagram account, you have to go to the let's say
To the
website,
website, not the app.
not the app. You cannot do it from the app.
Yes, and they don't interest for Fathiya breakfast on her fight with Suad. Actually, they are from a crowd behavior perspective. Yes, they do actually follow these steps, and they want to know who takes breakfast at what time, and even what kind of breakfast they take it. And those are crowd behaviors, and I think no, it's statistics, and I think it is taken into
It's money.
consideration. Yes.
At the end of the day, it's money. You sell these information for food places, for everything.
Yes.
Maybe not for America, but everybody knows that Safi and Arab are breakfast. So the other neighborhood says, why we are not in the breakfast? This is the problem. Not the problem with America.
I mean, it's your fault, because you keep reading his comment, and he will keep commenting.
Okay.
You're enjoying it.
That's fine. Yes. That's the whole point.
Yes.
Yes. Which one, Yazan? I read the comment up. I read the comment. Okay. So, from what magnetizes us to privacy settings on Facebook.
Because I think we need that feeling when you are saying something as if, like, I'm saying, I'm talking here, I'm talking to you. I know that you hear me. I can tell you stuff that I don't want to tell to other people. So I want to control who listens to me.
Okay.
When and every time. And or at all the time maybe. Like when I speak, only these people, like only my friends. I don't want to speak like on all topics to everyone. Or maybe not to all my friends. I think that's the issue. Like you don't want
Exactly.
to tell everything to everyone.
Yeah.
You want to control your crowd or your listeners.
Problem starts to be bigger when when you have more than 2,000 friends on Facebook. So it's disastrous. I realized it. I recently realized this.
2,000. Wow.
I
You
think
add
at high
people you
numbers.
don't know. Just you know. Numbers of
Students.
Oh.
Each year I meet from 200 to 600 students. I have students from 2006. And they are
At
now.
that time there was Facebook.
Yes.
Probably older than me. I was counting.
Yeah. So it's, let's say, disastrous. I hate this idea.
But you know all the time.
Almost. When you grow older, you start to forget those people.
You're not that
their
old.
moments. Yes.
Okay, you forget that
But-
moment, but at
but-
that moment you know him.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. You are familiar, still familiar with the name.
But I don't know why some people add me and they don't know me at all. And there is no common interest between us. I don't know why. This is the issue. I don't know why. Why they add just add.
Well, that's not as weird as that moment when somebody adds you, and you look at them like, who's that gonna be? You don't know the name, don't know the photo, so you go to their profile and you see one mutual friend. You go to that and you think, who's that? Again. Who am I?
Maybe you forget this friend or why you are adding him. Yeah, sometimes it's nothing.
So difficult. Control your privacy on the net.
Well, there is one simple solution for it.
Is
To not to just don't publish anything private.
No.
It's like
I
that's the
think-
only way.
I searched for this how to be untrackable on the Facebook on the net. Someone says that you have to delete all your accounts on the net. You have to throw off your mobile phone, your computer, and start over without them.
That's the only way you get out.
Yes. This is the only way.
It's like when in the 70s, asking someone in the 70s to go live in a cave.
I think
Why in the
sometimes
70s?
Because there was no technology.
if you try to
I mean, in the 70s there were, the telecommunications was not that big. So in the 70s you would go, and the hippies and all that, those things that, and in that time it's like asking someone to go live in a cave. I mean, if today we are asking someone, if you want to be on your own, delete all these accounts, that means you're in a cave. You're not communicating with
You're
anyone.
disconnected from the whole world.
Totally.
yes, you can find something is missing. When I deactivated my main Facebook account, I feel something is missing, but I'm getting used to it. So I'm trying to sit fast.
Okay, you can delete or activate Facebook or something for a while, but you can't WhatsApp. Some WhatsApp. You can't delete WhatsApp. If I have my phone was not working. It become crazy without WhatsApp.
I'm trying. Yes, I changed my number and I deleted all the WhatsApp groups, and I started over with another number.
Oh.
So I'm trying
Something
to.
in your life.
No, nothing. But I felt to some extent I'm totally exposed. Somehow you need you need to live somehow in privacy, or to have certain things that you do not want to share with others. Since I have lots of people on my phone book, so I chose some people who I send my number. and my Facebook account, the new one, also is not attached to any number, only on the email. I'm trying to listen my self on Facebook.
I think the only time I would think something like that, if I became a writer, and I'm not going out, because I don't care where people are.
Yes, exactly.
So I can disconnect from everybody, just write my books, and I would have a landline to call my publisher. This is it. The book is over. How can I send it? And not by email. I would go drive, give the hard copy to the publisher.
But somehow you feel that you are bored of everything. Just look for some change, some kind of change. That's why
I think
trying
it's a
to do
cycle
it.
of things. I remember in the 80s, until now I remember it, and I even remember the street I was driving in, when I said I wish there was somehow a way that I could contact my friends while I'm not at home. Because I wanted to know where they are. I wouldn't know where they are unless I went home, called them up, and called their families and see where they are so that I can join them.
Yeah,
This
that
is how
was
it
a
was.
problem.
And in the 80s I said, I wish there was a way that I could call them up and see where they are.
If it is organized, it's beneficial. It's very good service you can get. But if it is organized, I did this just to reorganize my contacts, reorganize my stuff on the Facebook. That's why I do not have that problem, but I feel that I'm totally exposed and I have to rethink or reconstruct all this.
Our
issue.
relationship with
Yes.
We do
with
things
this.
with misuse. So we are
Exactly, I
We
wanted to say
misuse.
that. We misuse this too much. Our main problem is not privacy, actually. I was thinking about it, and I remember a friend we have. She's German. You know her. You met her at the Dead Sea. And I remember the day it was like not long ago when she was asked like, "Are you on Facebook?" I was like, "Yes." I sent her the link, like, "Add me." And she sent me her link. She said, "Add me," and I added her. And between the time that when I added her until she accepted, I looked at her profile, and there was like it was nothing there almost. I thought like, okay, she will add me. I think that's like the public view. It was the same. After it was like
after
the
adding.
public and the private.
Wow.
She had nothing, like there almost nothing, but she uses it like every day. She has like a specific time, or like not at time, but like not more than half an hour for that. That's it, and no extra information. And
Actually,
she's not complaining about the private. Because
Exactly.
she doesn't have to.
Actually, if you do not have that much of friends or contacts on the Facebook, your use of the Facebook will be limited. So you will finish what they say, what they did, in a short period of time. So that's why it doesn't take her too much. Just a half an hour is enough for her.
Sometimes it's not for friends only. I'm not spending my Facebook time on friends.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
most of my time on pages
On
and,
funny photos.
and groups.
I would spend it
No,
like
no,
on
no.
funny photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be like when, especially for Instagram. That's the main purpose of Instagram now for me. Just to look at funny stuff. When I see a photo of a friend, I'm like, okay, swipe. So I want something funny. I don't want to see you in Europe or wherever.
Melanie is saying we are living the future that we used to see in Adnan Walina cartoons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Started with school uniform, I think. The brown one. There was a brown school uniform, yeah? For public schools.
Yes. It's,
Yeah, that same as in Adnan Wali.
Yes, exactly.
It started long time ago, but we didn't notice.
Our school never had a uniform.
Without uniform.
I think that's bad. From my point of view, I used to hate uniforms when I was in school because I wanted to dress what I want, especially when we are getting older, you know, and we want to like we were like 10th grade, 11th, and there was in the school also girls, but we were like in separate classes, but also so you want to be seen, like, and here you're like in prison, you're all the same. And I didn't like it, but later I realized after finishing school that it's really good, especially for public schools, to have uniforms because children, especially when they're really young, they don't see the socio-economic levels or difference.
Class distinction. Prevent the class
Yeah.
distinction
It
between
prevents
these.
it totally, and with food also.
Yeah.
If everybody gets like the same thing, but it's not here, not with our system.
Yeah.
No.
It's hard.
Okay, so we come to the end of our session. Okay, نشرة أخبار Out and About. اليوم الثلاثاء، بكرة الأربعاء، الخميس مع دائرة تدريب مهارات الحياة من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 7:30. ليش تشوش على دائرة تدريب مهارات الحياة؟
ناقصنا حياة، ناقصنا.
الخميس مشكلتها
تعلمت. لا ظابطة ولا بطيخ، ما هي ما
لا اسمع، بنتدرب يوم الاسبوع، لا يوم الخميس بنفرق. لازم نتدرب يوم الخميس.
بحكي لواحد ايش بتيجي على هذا الشيء؟ قال لي ما هي ضبطة مش بتيجي على هذا.
لا والله هالحياة اللي بحاجة لمهارات مثلا.
هاي حياتها، هاي بتتفجر.
انا بقولها والله يعني صدمتيني في الجواب.
يوم السبت راح نكون مع نادي الكتاب، وراح تكون اللي على فكرة اللي
انا قرأت عرفات عامل شير
اللي
بس
منكم بكتب او بحب يكتب، يوم السبت راح نقرا كتابات الرواد. اوكي، فاللي عنده نصوص يقراها او بكتبها او كذا، او اللي بحب بس يجي ويسمع ايش الناس كاتبه، راح تكون عن كتابات الرواد نفسهم، راح نناقشها. يوم الاحد راح نكون مع اليوم الرياضي من الساعه 8:30 للساعه 10:30. يوم الثلاثاء راح نكون مع دائرة الإنجليزي هون مرة تانية من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 7:30. في عنا برنامج مشاوير معان. اليوم لسه نزل معتصم عن واحدة من المحطات راح نزورها، قصر الملك عبد الله الأول بمعان، وكتير محطات تانية بالحقيقة من المفاجآت راح تكون بهذا المشوار. المشوار ب 13/4، فاللي حاب يسجل لهذا المشوار يحكي مع داليا أو يحكي مع الأرقام. في المعتكف الكتابي كمان اللي مهتم بالكتابة أو يطور الكتابة عنده، في المعتكف اللي راح يصير ب 27 28 29 4، وآخر وقت للتسجيل بنص 4. فاللي مهتم بهذا الموضوع برضه يراجع الأرقام أو يراجع داليا. في عنا برضه برنامج العضويات اللي بعرفش إذا سمعتوا عنه وعرفتوا عنه.
سمعنا عنه.
فهذا برنامج جديد برضه احنا متحمسين له. فاللي بحب يستفسر عنه برضه بعد الجلسة ممكن نحكي عنه أكثر. شكرا كثير لكم، وبنشوفكم بالفعاليات.